Let's talk about this word honor for a minute. Let's talk about honor. What does it mean to be honorable? Do you guys have anybody share a definition?
Maybe don't lie or respect.
Don't cheat or break a rule.
Have integrity. Don't lie. Don't compromise on principles.
Make sure that other people can trust you and that the other people trust you. They don't because you lie. You don't lie. You don't really do something to someone that may hurt them for no reason.
Mm-hmm. Can you give us an example of honorable behavior? Can anyone, maybe something that you did or maybe in history, can you give us an example?
Yeah, for example, maybe, say you got a test back and the teacher, you counted 2 right when they were actually wrong, if you said, hey, I got this 2 wrong.
You could shut that door if you don't mind, yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Did anyone ever get a situation where the teacher made a boo-boo, or maybe you got more change? Let's say you went to buy something at the store, and the person behind the counter gave you more money than you were really allowed to have because they miscounted. Did that ever happen to you guys in your life? Yeah, that's how. Yeah, maybe a nickel or a dime. And did you give it back, or did you say, it's okay? You gave it back? Yeah, you put in the tip jar. Okay. It's okay sometimes, we're human. And we also are very passionate. We like to fight. We like to get into it. We want to win. These are very, very normal human instincts. That's perfectly okay. In fencing, there's a very, very interesting battle that goes on. When I say battle, I mean, drop your sword, please. When we talk about fencing, we're talking about aggression, attacking, fighting, but doing it all with
Honor.
yes.
Integrity.
We're looking for the key word there is honor. That we're always looking to fight our opponents with honor. If your opponent drops their sword, do you cut them down like wheat to the sickle? What do? What could you do?
Give them a chance and let them get back up.
Yeah, Dennis.
Give them a chance, let them pick up their sword.
My second whack was to you, and I hit your hand. Not you already had one. It was a 1-out hit. I hit you the second time when the sword went out of your hand. Sure.
Fair enough. So next week we're going to have a tournament. We're going to have a fencing tournament. So we're going to actually put on our suits. We're going to get into our outfits. And so we're going to have a lot of fighting and fencing with swords, all in the context of honors. But in just a moment, I want to give the floor over to Coach Gary, who wants to also add something about honor. And Coach Gary's been around for many, many years and living life as well as fencing. And I don't mean that because he's old. I mean because this is the reality of life. We all get old and we learn about great things. So with that, Coach Gary, you want to share with us?
As a matter of fact, I just made a wonderful friend, a gentleman who was 92 years old, and I wouldn't have believed it, but he was just inducted into the Fencing Hall of Fame. He was in the Olympics twice, and he has been 3-weapon champion of the United States. This all many years ago. And this is a gentleman who will always, always be a gentleman. When he talks to you, he talks with honor and with honesty. And the thing about honor, especially in fencing, is that there are opportunities when you get a touch that you think, oh, it went so fast, he didn't see that. Or she didn't see that, so I'm not going to say anything. And then you're going to go home and you're going to think, well, I won that match, but I won it because I didn't say anything about that touch against me. And all of us are human beings. We're all going to think, gee, I don't feel so good about that. So this is something we want to eradicate right here and now. In this cell, we are sportsmen. That's what comes first is sportsmanship. In any sport. In any sport. But we don't see it happen a lot, don't we? In hockey games, we see the kids, and then we see the parents fighting. We say, oh my God, this is supposed to be a sport. In fencing, for hundreds of years, this is a sportsmanship. competition. So because you're attacking each other, yeah, violently, viciously, but with sportsmanship. What do we do in the very beginning? We salute, right? We salute. This is hundreds of years old. And what do we do at the end of a bout? You haven't been bouting yet. You haven't been actually fencing each other at the end. At the end of a match, whoever wins, whoever loses, it doesn't matter. You take your mask off, you go up, and you shake hands. And you say, thank you. Because no matter how hard you got or how excited you got, or whatever you did, you know that when they made a touch on you, you called it, and you know that they did the same thing. So you are honored to be friends with that person. They are honored to be a friend with you. That's what this sport is about. Okay, I'm done. What did they need?
So when we talk about fencing, we talk about recognizing and acknowledging the points that are hit upon us. Now in the Olympics and in other competitions, they have electronic scoring equipment. They have equipment that they wear that's electronic. But you know what? The computers, they don't know everything. The buttons and the bells and the lights, they don't really know everything. So they even have judges that are always watching, and there are always individuals that are watching the bout to see who earned the attack, who got hit first, who was in fact in the right of way. And right now, because we're not setting ourselves up with electrical equipment, we are always going to fight from this day forth in this cellar, always on our honor, always on our honor. So with that, I want to pick up the swords. We're going to do another bout with honor, but different teams, different teams.